and welcome to Markazi Stadium in Kashi. It's a warm evening here in Uzbekistan and the excitement is palpable. 2002 semi-finalist Nasaf host the two-time winners of this competition, Qatar's Al Sadd, on this match day 2 of the AFC Champions League. My name is Cameron Pope, I'm your commentator for tonight's match. And allow me to set the scene in Group B. It's the hosts who sit top of the pile after the opening round of fixtures. That courtesy of their 1-0 win at Al Faisali in Amman last time out. The visitors shared the points with Sharjah after their 0-0 draw in Doha. Their campaign yet to kick into life like it has domestically. They sit top of the Qatari Stars League, unbeaten after 5 games, 4 wins and a draw. Is tonight their chance to bring that momentum into continental competition. Well, just as Al Sadd's league season gets underway, Nasaf is already beginning to wind down. They're 4th in the Uzbekistan Super League, a full 7 points off the top with 7 games to go. So dreams of a first title are all but extinguished. It was the cup win last year that qualified them for this tournament. They had a record-breaking campaign last term too, making it through the group stage for the first time in the modern era since the 2004 revamp. These two actually met as well, with Nasaf taking 4 points from the 2 games. And well, another 3 today for the Uzbekistan side might well set them on the path to top in the group, which is the only surefire way to reach the last 16. Only 3 of the 5 second-place sides in both halves of the draw, the East and the West, will go through. That's not a risk that anyone will want to take. Qualified through from this stage last season, Nasaf, with their first home game in this competition. They will fancy themselves tonight. The crowd is expected to here at Markazi Stadium. Haven't had the best home form recently, they've saved their best football away. Back to winning ways in the Uzbek League as well on Thursday night, won 3-1 away at Olympic. And here come Al Sadd, led out by captain Hassan Al-Haidos. Their star was on the wane last term after 2 seasons of unspoilt glory at home. They were unbeaten in back-to-back invincible campaigns coming into last season. Then they fell to 3rd behind Al Arabi and champions Al Duhail. They really struggled in this event. They crashed out of the group stage for the 2nd time in a row. They lost 3 of their 6 games. But memories of the 2011 final win, their 2nd in the competition, a dramatic shootout victory against Korea Republic's Jeonbuk. That will remain fresh. However, the pressure is certainly on the travelling side to get something here in Uzbekistan. Couldn't break down Sharjah at home on match day 1. Had plenty of chances. It was a strong showing from the qualifiers from the United Arab Emirates, who had to come through 2 rounds to get to this stage. Will their luck be different in front of an expectant and anticipant home crowd here in the city of Kashi? Now coming up to 9 p.m. local time. The evening is a balmy one. The noise levels are just starting to ratchet up as we edge ever closer to kick off. We were slightly waiting on the Qataris in the tunnel, but good to see young and old in attendance. Much change on the horizon in the future of the Asian game. This the last season before the revamp of this competition, and in fact all continental competitions in the AFC. We're going to go to 3 tiers, just a 2-tier setup at the moment, and it stands to affect teams in Uzbekistan like Nasaf more than most. This may be the last shot for a while at the AFC Champions League proper. Can they make their mark? Al Sadd too know that their status as a dominant force in this competition is diminishing year on year. The results haven't been up to the high standards that they set for themselves. Bruno Miguel Pinheiro, the Portuguese manager, said in the talk ahead of this game that there are no weak teams, not in Group B, not in the AFC Champions League. Well, those new tournaments, they are set to offer yet more opportunities in silverware. Clubs all across this giant continent. Last season we had a Japanese winner in the end. A perennial battle between East and West was won by East. It was played in April. The Rawa Red Diamonds, winners over 2 legs against Saudi Arabia. Maybe a new winner this year. Well, Nasaf won the second-tier AFC Cup in the same season. Al Sadd secured their second and most recent Champions League title. But it's the Uzbek team who come into this game as top dogs in Group B after that win on opening night. For Al Sadd, a second straight group stage exit from this competition last season was a catastrophe. But their draw on match day 1 against Sharjah means it's a distinct possibility they will go to 3 in a row if they have to slip up tonight. So can they manage the burden of expectation? The draw was a stalled start, but that will be forgiven and forgotten for the first win of the campaign here tonight. They were thumping victors on Thursday in league action against Al Gharafa, 4-0 winners. But this is a side used to getting their way in this tournament. And a loss here in Kashi would leave a minimum 5-point gap to make up on the remaining 4 match days. Lots to do for the Qatari side. A smattering of star names, maybe not on the level that we see in the neighbouring states, but still they will fancy themselves. But Nasaf buoyed by that better start. And here is their side. Just 2 changes from that 1-0 win away at Al Faisali in the opening round of games. Bahram Abdurrahimov has got to the bench, and Mateus Lima, 3-goal striker, is out for this one. So in comes Marko Stanojevic and Azbek Amonov, both scored Thursday's win at Olympic in the league. I've never seen this one. Ali Reza Fagani, the Islamic Republic of Iran. And don't forget, we do have the video assistant referee at our disposal for the first time ever in the group stages of this competition. Also 2 changes for Al Sadd after the draw with Sharjah. Fullback Roro drops out of the squad altogether, and Baghdad Bouneja drops to the bench after his penalty miss on match day 1. In come Yusuf Abdurisag and Mossab Kidir. Akram Afif has 4 goals in 5. He will be supported in attack by the likes of Colombian Mateus Uribe in behind him. The star names including the Ecuadorian Gonzalo Plata. A hefty smattering of talent that represented Qatar at their home World Cup last season. None of those players were there. No representatives from Nasaf, but still, home pride on the line. This would really be a statement. Just how busy will Mishal Barshim be in the goal of Al Sadd? Only missed 1 game so far this season. That's been a formidable stopper in league action. Only fair against this Nasaf attack. Kick-off just moments away. Match day 2 of the AFC Champions League. I'm Cameron Pope, I'll be with you through, uninterrupted until full time, wherever you are watching this from in the world. First of 3 days of action across this tournament. 10 groups, 5 at either pole, 16 places in the knockouts. That's the aim for all of these sides, and well, so far it's Nasaf who are far nearer to establishing that goal. Big one, this one from Mateus Uribe. Played every game in the Qatari Stars League, but the stakes are high tonight for Yusuf Abdurisag, who's shown his best as he's grown into the league term. Can he repay his manager's faith as he comes into the 11 for this game? Now, right on time for kick-off. Waiting for the signal from Ali Reza Fagani. There it is, and we are underway at Markazi Stadium. What tales will be told on this match day 2? The pressure, the expectation on the visiting side. But expectation grows with every win, and that's a reality that Nasaf will have to get themselves used to. No longer an unknown quantity. No way forward for Afif. And here's Boualem Kouki. Now Tariq Salman. The chase coming from Azbek Aminov. Oh, by Kouki. Oh, that's a good ball. And Nasaf might be caught out here. Gonzalo Plata's kept it alive. There are white shirts in the centre, but quickly picked up by Stanojevic. Aiming for Aminov, and Tariq Salman just got in his way in the nick of time. There is a vociferous home crowd inside Markazi Stadium this evening. To be honest, Nasaf have barely been here recently. They had 4 away games in a row and won them all, but lost on their return against Bunyodkor 2 games ago. That is their only loss in 9 games. However, they haven't won here since August 10th. What a time this would be to break that particular dug. Led by Ruzikul Berdiev. Been in the job a long time now. November 2012, he took the hot seat. Been there for all 3 cup wins and their run to the AFC Cup final. In 2021, he's won 2 Super Cups too. And Bruno Miguel, an old hand in the Qatari national youth setup, actually took caretaker charge after Felix Sanchez left after the Men's World Cup last season. First opportunity we've had to see Nasaf stretch those attacking muscles. Afif putting blockades on Kaibulayev. Here's Eshmurodov. Now Nazrulayev into Stanojevic. It's a nice ball up towards Sidikov. One that the away side will protest for, and one that they will get. Qatar's most successful club. Al Sadd 16 titles, but only 4 since 2008. Successful not just at home but in this competition too. Al Arabi did reach the final in 1995 but came up short. Al Sadd have won both of theirs. First one came back in the late 80s. They won it again in 2011. They faced a spec opposition that year too in Batakor. And it is Al Sadd who've made the more confident start here in Kashi. Kouki comes forward into Afif. Using Paolo Ottavio. Here's Afif once more. Lovely ball by Mohamed Ward. And taken down on the chest of Al Haidos. Here comes Plata. Back to his captain, Gonzalo Plata, into a dangerous position. Might he get the turn here? It is eventually cleared and almost steer right into the path of Afif. Here comes Aminov. A little bit isolated. It's been given away, but every movement over halfway is getting the Nasaf fans onto their feet. Got a whole host of musicians in attendance, it seems, tonight. Bringing the atmosphere. Can the players repay them on the pitch? They're coming forward now. Nuraloyev is upended for his troubles, but he won't mind that because his side have got a corner. Paolo Ottavio with the block. So it's the first set play. It's actually gone through the legs there of Nuraloyev. You might say he got a little bit lucky. Early job from Michal Barshim. I think it is going to be left to Javaher Sidikov. Have to wait though. Referee has spotted something he doesn't appreciate in the 6-yard box. Just a reprimand for now. So then, Sidikov's corner. Oh, it's flicked on here. And just about scooped away Abdurrisaq was in there to get a boot to it, but it could have easily fallen to a dark blue shirt. Azbek Aminov was sniffing around that. In a moment's thinking time for Boulem Kuki, as Al Sadd looked to catch their breath. Well, it's certainly been end-to-end so far. Might be a run there for Abdurrisaq. In fact, it's going to come wide to Akram Afif. He's got licence to run again. Kuki will have to start again. No urgency just yet. It may well change. The home side are able to frustrate Al Sadd in the way that Sharjah did in Doha. That was a timely intervention by Boulem Kuki, who may need to do it again though. This is an opportunity. Shrod Nuraloyev dispossessed, however. There's Stanojevic. That was a really nice ball out to Gonzalo Plata. He'll have it back from Al Haidos. There is Al Haidos and into Abdurrisaq. Can he get round the defender? Final touch comes off Umarbek Eshmuradov. The grimace. Thought of what might have been, perhaps, but still levelled up this corner count. Can Al Sadd be more potent with theirs? Nothing to do yet, really, for either goalkeeper. The amount of managing his troops for Nasaf. Delivery will come from Hassan Al Haidos. Scored on Thursday, 4-0 win over Al Gharafa. County 10 provider. It's cleared by Guy Balayev, maybe not convincingly. This one is going to fall. Abdurrisaq will be underneath it. Nasaf are claiming for the flag, which doesn't come. And does arrive belatedly. Well, the assistant was waiting to be absolutely sure. But the arms were straight up, and that's why Abdurrisaq at least 2 yards behind the goal of Guy Balayev. They sit fourth currently, Nasaf, in the Uzbek Super League. Qualified for this tournament as Uzbekistan Cup winners. It's been a long time since they've had a deep run in this competition. Did manage it in 2001, 2002. Back in the days when it was the Asian Club Championship, all the way to the last four, but lost to Suwon Samsung Blue Wings. This would be a real coup for Uzbek football. If they were able to get out the group, they're giving themselves the best possible chance, but don't forget, 6 match days, 3 home, 3 away. Plenty of football still to be played before anything is decided definitively. The draw for the knockout scheduled on December 21st, and round of 16 will begin in February. Ball too strong for Mohamed Wad. Close to a goal on match day 1, had a lovely looping header that landed on the roof of the Sharjah net. It's away from Kuki once more. An awkward one backwards from Sidikov, but thankfully dealt with by Shurat Mohammediev. Afif keen to close down. Didn't affect the distribution in the end. Another turn by Bazorov. Might well receive this back. Aminov trying to play it first time. He's got away with it. Aminov still going here. He's got Sidikov in the middle. He'll take the corner. Nasaf giving as good as they're getting so far in the opening 10 minutes. Well, the first corner, it was from the opposite flank, but it caused all kinds of problems. I don't think that Barsham has had to touch the ball yet. That could be about to change. Sadikov to take in. It was headed goalwards. Barsham might have to make the catch. Shehzad Nasrallah getting up there. Both sides have reason then to be pleased with the way they've started this game. Now, Haidos thought he kept that in, but the stoppage is going to be because Srob Nuraloyev has caught a blow. And it's an apologetic look from Paolo Ottavio. Oh, just the coming together, you can see that Ottavio was constantly looking at the ball. That's going to be of scant consolation to Nuraloyev, who felt the full force as he came through there, the Brazilian. Here's Musab. Took a risk with that ball into Ottavio. Mohamediev. Forward by Gaibalayev. Moskavoy spreading play. He's ended up with Sidikov. He's got Bazorov on his left-hand side. And now here's Nasrallah. This could be the chance into a dangerous area. It was up towards Aminov. It's going to be kept alive by Nuraloyev. Can he find the cross for a second time? Has Stanojevic up with him. It's the Serbians' ball, but Afif gets on the end of it. This is the best spell of play from Nasaf, and they might have an opportunity here. But just plays too high. Well, it all started from the run of Shehzad Nasrallah down that left wing. And all of a sudden, so many royal blue shirts forward for Nasaf. Good ball from Marko Stanojevic. Well, you cannot blame him, Shehzad Nasrallah, for having a go, but just didn't wrap his boot around the ball enough to trouble Michel Barsham. Might be more trouble yet, though. Sidikov inches away from winning that ball back. Nasaf have grown into this opening quarter of an hour. Stanojevic had to be dealt with by Tariq Salman. Here's Afif. Showed way too much of that to Marko Stanojevic, but it is won back by Yusuf Abdurisak. Haidos looking for the ball. Might get a second go at it. Here's Ottavio. Forward towards Yusuf, and it's Gaibalayev's challenge in the end that stops the move. Hard to say whether the home fans are growing anticipant or expectant. That's Muradov. Now into Sidikov, and he's fouled. We're going to see a talking to Ali Reza Fagani. That might have been a rather cheeky shout for a yellow card from Javahir Sidikov. Certainly a foul, though, from Tariq. There's Muradov. Movement from Nasrallah. Here's Bazorov. Questions for the flag against Aminov. And it does indeed come. Nasaf got off to an unbelievable start on Thursday against Olympic. They led within a minute, thanks to Aminov. He just misjudged that run there. It's gone right into the feet of Wad. Now Tariq. And Musab. Haidos will receive. Grant has made a run down the line, but ball was always headed to Mohamed Ward. Now Tarek. Been allowed time on the ball. Yusuf. Here comes Gonzalo Plata up against Nasrallah. Yusuf. Nasrallah thinks he's won that ball back, and he has done. Excellent challenge from the centre half. And Yusuf Abdurrizak denied. And he's returned to the Al Sadd 11. Here's Guy Balayev. Pressure from Yusuf, but he's undeterred. And that's proved to be a lovely ball for Azbek Aminov. And it looked as if he had the run there on Otavio. Bit of a slip from Nasaf, but he wasn't caught out in the end. And this ball has stayed alive, and it's presented an opportunity to Sherzad Nasrallah, and he's got Aminov in the centre. So too Bouhadam Kouki, though. It might be another bite of the cherry. Bazorov looking for the line, and Nasrallah. That's into the path of Stanojevic! Oh, off the frame of the goal. And it presented itself to Marko Stanojevic. And the Serbian, a brilliant save and a few inches of steelwork away, putting Nasaf into the lead. It looked as if the ball might have been intended for Azbek Aminov, but it was actually a lovely cutback for Marko Stanojevic. Bit of fortune with the deflection, but he thundered that goal. Corner kick, and the momentum certainly feels like it's with the home side. Is this their time? That's a dangerous one towards Bashim, and he had to get a full-blooded punch on that. Nuraloyev backwards. Into Sidikov. Now Bazorov. Managed the pressure well. Sidikov again. Now it's come to Nuraloyev. He's got no shortage of options if he can get this ball in. And it's going to be a deep one. Can they keep it alive? Always threatening there, Akmal Azgavoy. Don't think the defensive midfielder expected it truly to come to him. But what a few minutes it's been for Nasaf. It's the delicious delivery. It's Rob Nuraloyev. Flick exquisite too, and I wish he could have that one back. Azgavoy, one of those called up to the national team squad for the friendlies against the United States and Mexico in the last international break. Didn't manage to win either game, a 3-0 defeat to the USMNT. A draw with Mexico though, 3-3. But Uzbekistan very much the nearly men of World Cup qualification over the last 2 decades. Close to so many opportunities. Only one foreign-born player in the side as well. Starting 11 at least, that is Stanojevic. All the rest home-blooded talent. A lot of thinking to do for Bruno Miguel Pinheiro. He's taken over a job that's seen many famous faces at the reins in the last few years. He faced Juan Melillo, who's now Pep Guardiola's assistant, or one of them, at Manchester City. But there's a problem here for Michel Bashim, and this will worry the Portuguese coach. Do have 2 goalkeeper options on the bench. Saad Abdullah, also a Qatar international, has played so far this season. There's also Jihad Mohammed. But Bruno Miguel will not want to be forced into a change so early. However, something does need to change, you feel, for Al Sadd. They've been, in this last 5-minute spell, second best. comes from good stock, Michel Barshim. His brother is a certain Mutaz Esser Barshim of high jump acclaim. You may remember him from sharing Olympic gold with Gianmarco Tamberi in that brilliant show of sportsmanship. They've had something to sing about so far, Nasaf. Well, Mozgovoy has gone close, but the real chance fell to Marko Stanojevic, forcing a really good save out of Barshim. To dive low to his right and tip onto the post. Does look to be okay, the outside goalkeeper can get back underway, and it's gone straight towards Afif, and that would have been an absolute gift from Mozgovoy. There's Nuraloyev. Mozgovoy felt the presence of Uribe right on top of him. Here's Nasralayev. Uribe's ball forward. Saab will try and see if he can do better. Two men brought into the side with Yusuf Abdurisak. Losing Roro is a big blow for Al-Saab, one of the cornerstones of the national team at right back. Here comes Gonzalo Plata. Opportunity to header away is missed by Sorob Nuraloyev. So here comes Afif, and he's got a Tavio on the overlap. Tried to use Mohamed Wad. That's where the move broke down. Not the most polished ball from Sidikov, but it has found Bazorov. Now Stanojevic. Well, the crowd like that, and I think they like the touch as well. Here's Nuraloyev. And into Paolo Ottavio. Still tight then. Here's Afif. Ottavio. Space to run into for Tariq Salman. Here's Massar. Al-Sadd resetting the tempo of this game. Here's Kuki. Ball initially behind Paolo Ottavio. It seems that Nasaf are happy to sit behind the ball. No suggestion that a draw is what they'll be settling for, but if that were to be the outcome, it would certainly benefit Nasaf more. Al-Sadd's certainly the biggest name in the Group B lineup, along with Chardouin, Al-Faisali. Keeping them at bay, no mean feat. Maybe less of a feat than in recent years, but that will be a free kick for Yusuf. Fouled by Stanojevic. Here comes Wad. That's Ottavio making the run. It comes to Afif. Oh, and Ottavio's got him behind, and he's got men in the centre. Header away falls and is swept wide by Masab Kadir. Bit of a wild swing in the end. That is the nearest we've seen the visiting side come to testing Abdul Neymatov. Still hard to say what the pattern of the game is here in Kashi. These sides will run into each other again on match day 5. That's the 4th of December. It's their 5th meeting. That's in last year's competition and in 2018 as well. Nasaf have won 2 of those, Al Sadd 1. Ward's ball. That could be a costly error here. Oh, that's a full-blooded challenge if ever I saw one. The referee seems to be happy with it. Try telling that to Azbek Amonov. Here comes Mohamediev. He too threw himself into that challenge with Paolo Ottavio. Not often you see an assistant referee trying to bring out his skills, but there was a time when they were told at all costs to avoid touching the ball themselves, so as not to look as if they were favouring one particular team at the restart. I think common sense is now prevailed. Reminder, we do have the video assistant referee if we need him. It's Sean Evans tonight from Australia. Here comes Nasrulayan. He has been a threat down that left flank. Quickly into Bozorov. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Amadov was in there. There might be another opportunity. Oh, he's found the net. Surab Nuraloyev. And the Uzbeks lead in Kashi. The 2-time champions behind. And a scoreline with potentially seismic ramifications in the group. And it's Nasaf who are on track to scupper Al Sadd's progression all over again. And suddenly, the threat of a 3rd straight exit at this stage for the Qataris is becoming all too real. Surab Nuraloyev with the goal. And on the balance of the last quarter of an hour, you have to say it has been coming. Lovely ball in. Amanov couldn't quite get there, but mopping up was Nuraloyev. 1 touch to steady, and bang! Nasrulayev's ball, and no one was there to stop him. He still had a couple of bodies to fire through as well. Paolo Ottavio there to try and block away. It was his header who inadvertently teed him up, but he made no mistake here. Squeeze it into the tightest of gaps. And they know exactly what that means. What now then for Al Sadd? They cannot afford another slip-up. A reminder that 2nd place in the group, that might not be good enough to go through. Only 16 places on offer from the 10 groups. 5 groups in the east, 5 groups in the west, and only 3 runners up from each will go on through to the round of 16. And this, well, it is massive. As it stands, a 5-point gap between the pair. Still, nothing decided yet. The header away was Kukis, and here comes Al Haidos. And if it was noisy beforehand, It's on a whole new level now here at Markazi Stadium. Foul on Akram Afif. He could be the key to unlocking the Nasaf defence. Where's Fagani? Not want to suffer fools gladly. Azbek Aminov told in no uncertain terms to move away. You can't have any qualms about the initial decision. So it is Afif's ball. Visitors looking for a route back in. I wonder if they might have a corner. It's been adjudged to have gone straight out. There's some disagreement between Gonzalo Plata and the assistant referee on the far side. He believes the last touch came off Golub Gaibalayev. Do they know what's hit them? Forward this comes to Yusuf. And he's got Gonzalo Plata to his right. Akram Afif to his left. Can't get it out of his feet. That might have been the opportunity. Ball just too strong for Aminov. Warning shots fired, though, by Al-Sad. And I wonder just how close Akram Afif was to getting a shot away. Here's Mohamed Wad. Now Otavio, oof. That's a flying challenge. Sarob Nuraloyev. When he tackles with the same panache with which he shoots, clearly. His goal the difference. It was very high. And if the video assistant referee does feel the need to intervene, they can, though of course it has to be a clear and obvious error. Here comes Akram Afif, and that's a nice curling ball. He's going to get a chance to deliver another. Plenty of bodies in white to aim for. It's hit Azimov on its way through. And a clear from Mazgavoy. That might go into the path of Sadikov, indeed it does. And he's got Azbek Aminov forward. Here comes Aminov. Oh, it's a lovely touch. How about the finish? He had a lot to do from there. And credit to him, Azbek Aminov. It would have been spectacular had it come off. Such a key part of the Nasaf attack. Nobody has played more Uzbekistan Super League games than him for Nasaf this season. But he couldn't get the finish right. Kulki's ball forward. Well, Akram Afif has got away here. He's left Mohammadiev for dead. Akram Afif with the cutback. Defenders racing to get across, and it is going to be Nasrallah who gets the deciding touch. As soon as that ball was in the air across field, it seemed that Akram Afif was already 10 yards ahead of Mohammadiev. Might be space for Paolo Otavio on the left-hand side. He's going to keep it for now. Towards Bourlem Kulki. Uses Yusuf, but straight at Nasrallah. Now Haidos with the initial header, but couldn't direct it to a white shirt, so it's picked up by Stanojevic. Nasaf built so well at times. Sadikov has felt something in that challenge. Now going to stop play. It looked like an innocuous enough coming together. There was no foul signalled by Alireza Fagani. Maybe the should have been. Boot of Mohamed Wad certainly caught him on the back of the heel. Here comes Tariq Salman. Al-Hainos's ball. The slickest. This is one. Fifth dropping deep. Tariq. Discontent growing on the terraces. Nasaf support doing their very best to make Al-Sad feel unwelcome. They are growing now. It's Masab. Al-Hainos into Afif. Uses Yusuf. Uribe with the chip. And cleared away. Shoat Mohammedia. Here's Masab Kadir. That's a good ball. Asgavoy the first to react to it. I know Otavio got underneath, but it wasn't a meaningful touch. That certainly was. I'll take my hat off to Boalem Kuki. Fancy touches at this end of the field won't rectify the situation for Al-Sad. Here's Tariq. Akram Afif. Oh, this move is going well. Too many bodies in the way. Shunted clear by Azbegamonov in the end. Saab into Tariq. Now Wad. Afif. Uribe. Now Haidos. Early shout came from Abov Mimatov. Tariq Salman trying to gee up the troops, and fury on the face of Marko Stanojevic. Still don't recall him having to make a save, Nimatov. He's keeping it at international level. On the bench in Umar Agashev. 22 years old. Nasaf is sensing an opportunity. There's Nasrullayev. Gonzalo Plata has to be careful. He's done just about enough. And indeed, so has Masab Kadir. These next 5.5 minutes plus added time are so crucial now to Al-Sad. A chance to dictate what comes. There's pressure on here from Bazorov. And he was not giving up on that. And he can count himself unlucky not to force a throw in there in a defensive position. Tariq is going to be chased by Armanov. There's Kulki. Wad. Pass this time from Mazgavoy. Here's Masab. Afif. Just about gets that across to Otavio. This would be an opportune moment to level proceedings. To try to fight his way through. Here's Afif. Risky place to make a challenge from Siddiqov. There's a clean one, says the referee. And now here's Azbek Amanov up against QAT. He's a little bit isolated. Can he get this ball across? Oh, it was so close to making it to Jabahir Sadiqa. And he'll be kicking himself there. Opportunity for a counter is jumped upon by Mateus Uribe. And Nuraloyev doing the only thing he really could do there. And I don't think that anybody will be surprised in the card. It's a forwards challenge, all right. And that's the threat that Al-Sad pose on the counter. Nowhere near getting the ball. Tariq's ball. Controlled by the foot of Gonzalo Plata. Up against Nasrullah. Haidos. Kuki forward to one. Given away. And there have been too many costly errors from Al-Sad in this first half. Might Amanov make them pay this time. Uribe. Tariq. Opportunity for Gonzalo Plata. He's been trying and trying to give Sherzad Nasrullah the runaround so far, but Nasrullah is having none of it. They've played better balls tonight, Nasaf. Martian looks to have run off that knock he sustained early on. The thinnest of silver linings in this first half for Al-Sad, of which there are just moments remaining. Here's Wad. Uribe. This is Tariq Salman. Gonna go for goal. Never really looked like troubling Neymatov. And that's a hand of apology, if anything. Well, it might have to come from distance. They've had no luck from close in. This is the goal. Nasrullah took it well. What came about from Nasrullah's ball. And a cool finish. Nasaf can steal another one here. And they really will be in control. Picking it off. There's Uribe, got to be careful. Amanov and Sadiq pressing. It's a sign of a good press. Half-time only around the corner, but it seems that barely anyone is leaving their seat. Not that many are sitting down. It's a part of the atmosphere. It's only going to continue to grow if the scoreline stays the same. Here's Amanov. Kadir has to try and stop the ball coming in, which he did. Zorov winning the throw in. Three minutes, generous. We did have the injury stoppage for Michal Barsham to get treatment. Is that about to benefit his opposite side? Forward towards Bazorov. He's got the throw in. Just sneaked away under the boot of Oybek Bazorov. But this ball's at the wrong end of the field. And it spent a long time at it. Azralayev's throw. Held up by Amonov. He's won the corner as well. Well, what a chance this could be. There was nothing that Tariq Salman could do to prevent the ball ricocheting off his shin. And home fans know that this could be a turning point. Ahead since the 29th minute. Can Nasaf double their money? Stojovic's ball, Amonov was up there. It might still fall. Nobody can seem to get this ball clear. And it was slammed into the body of a defender. In the end by Jaber Siddiqov. It's been an active party in this first half. Maybe needed a better throw-in from Mohammadiev. Has been the dream start. Nasaf. We haven't seen Al Saad's fangs yet, not really. Briefest of chances for Akram Afif in the apex of the 6-yard box that was whipped away from him by Umarek Ashmurodov before he really had a chance to get a shot away, and that's about as close as Al Saad have come, really. They haven't laid a glove on Nasaf. Oh, to be a fly on the wall in the dressing room of Brunel Miguel Pinheiro. Is there something to change right at the end? Otavio not there in time, and the Al Saad players want a corner, not going to get one. He's herring after it, the Brazilian. That'll do then. And Nasaf lead at half-time. Set to remain at the top of the group if they can hang on to this advantage. And it's an advantage that they have been good value for in this first half. The better side coming forward. Matov not really tested. The goal of Srov Nuroloyev, the only thing that separates us. There will be a few complaints from Al Saad, who need to feel frustrated in Kashi. Just 1 point to their names so far. Actually, two not going their way. Here at Markazi Stadium. It's a half-time score. Nasaf 1, Al Saad 0.
International Football Association in 2016, the Filipino system The referee makes the check signal by pointing to their ear to indicate that the restart of play is delayed. The VAR.
Half-time
Not the start that was expected by Al Sadd, not the start that was wanted by Al Sadd. We have ground to make up, not only tonight, but in Group B overall. And it's Nasaf finding it out at the top of this group. And raring to go in this second period. Srob Nuraloyev's goal, the difference between the two sides, and a well-taken goal it was. And there are going to be changes for the away side. Hardly surprising, given the nature of the first half. Even only in patches. Maybe that's why Bruno Miguel Pinheiro is putting his side through the paces. It's not a sight you see often, but this is a sight that often befalls Al Sadd, two-time winners in this competition. Unbeaten so far in league proceedings. Still looking for a first win, and it's a long way back here in Kashi. Rafi, if we haven't seen his genius in full flight so far. Michel Barshim not had too many to save, but was reduced to a passenger by the thunderous Nuraloyev effort that beat him. He saw it through a crowd of bodies, but we're going to have two changes, both for the visitors. So Amin Hasbavi, the centre-back. 2 appearances in the league so far, but before that, have a raft of changes, I think. Baghdadi Buneja put his penalty wide on match day 1. Missed the glorious chance in the second half. That's Zafar Murad Abdurrahmatov, who's come on for Nasaf. He was the hero on match day 1, came off the bench to score the only goal. Right back by Trey. Only 20 years old. Here we go then for the second half. What an opportunity this is for FC Nasaf. Only one automatic slot from this group through to the round of 16. It's they who occupy it. And at the moment, a 5-point gap between these two teams. Could it be about to stretch even further? Here comes Nasrulayev. He got a tasty ball in. Chance to clear away, one that is ultimately taken. Forward by Eshmuradov. There's a complaint from Baghdad Buneja. Oh, this might go all the way through. Here's Amanov. Oh, it's still Amanov. At Markazi Stadium, squeezed over the line by the barest of margins, but there is clear daylight between these two teams now. Nasaf are in dreamland. Azbek Amanov, such a key figure for the Uzbeks, and he's put them streaking ahead on match day 2. And they will hardly believe what they're seeing. They're taking on one of the foremost names in this competition. They have taken the game to them, and they are reaping their reward. Amanov saw his chance, and my goodness me, he took it. But he sensed what was coming, didn't he? And he just got ahead of the defence. And look at this for a touch. Straight through the legs of Kuki, and his heart might have been in his mouth for a moment. But it was inch perfect ultimately. And what a touch that was to set him up by Siddiqov. It is a lovely finish. One that's put Nasaf 2 goals to the good in Kashi. Who would have predicted this? And this is descending into a nightmare now for Al Sadd. whistles and the boos still coming out. It's a hostile atmosphere that the Qataris are having to play into. Here's Al-Haidos. Need to secure something. He couldn't get the angle he wanted on the ball, nor the purchase. He has to lead his team through the mire somehow. But there's going to be a yellow card for the forward named Martov. Eating up a bit too much of the clock. The referee not impressed. That's 2 into the book now for Nasaf. But they will not care. My Uzbek language skills aren't great and I don't know the word for party. But you can see one all around. Namanov always chasing. He's got the taste for blood now. Barsham always looked the favourite to get there. Bazorov was going to chase him. It's a bit of a kick out there from Akram Afif, and he's got to be careful. Won't help that ball's been thundered into the abyss by Gaibalayev. But he has courted the attention of the referee here, Akram Afif. And he's walking away from the scene of the crime. But there is going to be a talking to as well. Azbek Armanov. The yellow card is going to come out again. We've only played 4.5 minutes of this second period, but we've seen it twice now. His ball forward. Tavio looking for the pass into Afif, and he did find him. Here is Al-Haidos. Forward from Hasbavi. Tarek Salman in a tangle. The free kick goes Stanovic's way. What move does he make next? Bruno Miguel Pinheiro. Well, Al-Saab will claim that Stanojevic was the one that instigated and ended that confrontation. But the free kick did go to Nasaf, and they're looking to take full advantage of Bazorov. Here is Stanojevic. Steps away well. Well, we have seen those finishers catch goalkeepers out before. Not on this occasion for Barshim. But the ease with which Stanojevic turned away from Gonzalo Plata will be cause for concern. There's the confirmation of the yellow card for Golo Gaibalayev. Battles all over the field now. Plata's won that one. Forward from Hasbavi. Kuki's turn to move it over halfway. Ward now. Al-Haidos and Afif. Won't make its way to Uribe though. Bazorov will pounce and he wants that one too, but Al-Haidos was there. Here's Gonzalo Plata. Is that a pocket of space for him to work into? Couldn't find Buneja with the return ball, but you could see what Al-Saab were trying to do, and already it looked better for having the Algerian on the field. Forward from Stanojevic. Can they reach this ball through towards Sadiqa? Armanov is in the middle as well. Oh, it went all the way through. Nuraloyev. He's already got his goal on this one. He fancied number 2 right then. Would have been more daring than his first. Double the distance. But Michel Barshim had a good view of it. Couldn't prevent the corner though, and a chance for Nasaf to really hammer this one home. Stanojevic to take it. And raft of blue shirts for the Serbian to find, but it's Uribe who heads it away. Bazorov knocking it forward. Might have been a dangerous ball in different circumstances, but there was the perfect amount of power from Paolo Ottavio to lob that back to Barsham. Here's Tariq Salman. Pocket of space for Ward. Looking for Buneja. How different this Champions League campaign might have been if he'd found the target with his second half penalty back in match day 1. Al Haidar coming forward. Baghdad Buneja. That was an insightful ball, but not one that finds its way through. Mopped up by Eshmurodov. Tariq. And the crowd are playing their part in this one. Every time the Qataris come forward, there is a cacophony of boos and jeers. And it didn't happen too often in the first half. It's starting to a little bit now. Here comes Akram Afif. And conversely, every little defensive action is being cheered on as if it were a goal itself. That wanted a better delivery to Oybek Bazorov. That's it into Tariq. Something has to change for Al Sadd. Whatever element it is, it's been missing here in Kashi. They've been formidable at the start of the Qatari Stars League season, but they have lost twice in domestic cup action, including a 7-0 loss at Al Sailiya. They could be in more trouble now. Is it going to find its way through from Mazmov? Whoa! That was an awkward one, and it could have fallen anywhere in the boot of Tariq Salman. And he will have been a relieved man to see that one go by without further incident. Well, that was the half-time substitution. Abdurisak for Baghdad Buneja. We have seen a lot of them in the opening 10 minutes of this second half, but this one was all about Tariq Salman and his awkward ball behind. He had Oybek Bazorov right behind him, had to intervene somehow. Is there a chance for a thin? Oh, Barsham had to come for it. That one was swinging, perhaps not into the path of a blue-shirted player. Barsham wasn't to know that. Stanojevic is trotting over to take this. No shortage of options. And a goal from this would surely take it beyond the reach of Al Sadd. Here he comes. Oh, yeah, two headers there. And they've both got in each other's way. There will be complaints for handball. Shehzad Nasrallah was appealing to the Iranian referee. And it was on the side of the assistant. To boos ringing out around Markazi Stadium. This trot forward coming from Paolo Ottavio. Can't find a feet, but has won a throw in a promising position. Hostile atmospheres have such a part to play in these kinds of games. Is the 12-man element. The 11 that Nasaf have got out there are doing just fine at the moment. Bazorov forward. Oh, they could be in again here. And it's Azamov! Oh, beautiful! Azbek Amanov was cruising through for that one. And Javahir Siddiqov with him. It's a beautiful third goal for Nasaf. And one that surely now takes us beyond Al Sadd. No visible reaction from Rizikul Berdia. And Javahir Siddiqov, the third scorer on the night. And maybe, just maybe, the most important yet, because surely now there is no way back. Pure joy on the terraces of Markazi Stadium, because they know that FC Nasaf will top Group B after the second round of games. Azbek Amanov, well, he knew exactly where the goal was, didn't he? It's a delightful little touch. And one that left Barsham with absolutely no chance. Well, now it has to be at least about saving face for Al Sadd. They have been completely second-rate. Now hopes lying in tatters here. Oh, Gonzalo Plata's thrown his hand in where he didn't need to. This could be about to get a whole lot worse for Al Sadd now. There's pushing and pulling, and it was all started by Gonzalo Plata. Ecuadorian did not need to get involved. Siddiqov is not happy. Mateus Uribe has come across to try and mitigate the damage. And referee might have a decision to make here now. It's still going on. Siddiqov is being steered away by the more experienced heads in this team before he talks himself into trouble. What colour is the card? Well, it's a yellow for Siddiqov. Has to be for the reaction. And so the Cocon Loni goes into the book, and there's going to be a yellow card as well for Gonzalo Plata, who was the man to raise his hands. And cleared it into the body of Pozorov, and then flew in with his arm. He didn't need to do it. What came after was really poor. A shove onto the Nasaf man, and I think he can count himself lucky there. They're going to bring on Ali Assad. I believe it's Hassan Al-Haidos who's gone off. So we'll sport the captain's armband now. A lot of note-taking for the referee. He's had a lot of admin to do in the last few minutes. Javahir Siddiqov will feel a little bit aggrieved there. He played a lovely ball to set up Amanov for the second goal. But he finds himself the third player on Nasaf's side to end up in the referee's book. And the boos ring out. Akram Afif, can they salvage anything here? Up towards Buneja. Assad was underneath it, but couldn't get any meaningful control, and it slammed clear again. He wants more, doesn't he, Rizikul Badiyev? Assad forward, and still the jeers. Well, it is a long journey home from Qatar. It's a Qatar from Uzbekistan, and it's going to feel a whole lot longer. They will need a near perfect run now, Al Sadd, in the remaining 4 games, and even then that might not be enough. Afif looking for Assad, can't find him. And it's just too easy for Nasaf at the moment. They're really enjoying themselves, as Babi has won that back though. Plata into Buneja. He's got Tariq on the overlap. Scrap on that Amanov couldn't win. Here comes Mateus Uribe. Mohamed Wad. Stranger things have happened here. Akram Afif's ball. Buneja the target, doesn't reach him, but there might be another to follow it. Chested down by Otavio. Assad forward. Esmeraldov gets that ball away. Every time it comes forward now, the home side are looking threatening. Azbek Amanov is on a hat-trick, don't forget. Here comes Akram Afif. He's gone for it. Oh, we've had some good goals tonight. That would have been the best. And maybe only a consolation, but they've got to keep the belief, Al Sadd. And we've seen more attacking intent from them in this half at least. Maybe it hasn't been backed up by quality, but it's a start. Tell you what, it's not far away. And degree more curl, and maybe, just maybe, that beats the outstretched hand of Nematov. He's doing his very best to eat up the clock. Nematov. All the latest recipient. And the yellow card for the hosts. Might see more of them as they protect what they have. Might not need that much protecting on the balance of play. Uribe looking for a chip and chase. He's got the 1-2 back. Here is Assad and Tariq. Buneja calling for it. He's alone in that 18-yard box, in white at least anyway. Nice from Tariq. Here's Ali Assad, goes down. And there was contact, or at least there seemed to be, with Marko Stanojevic. Referee was well placed to see anything untoward though, and was happy for play to develop. Going to have a change. Jabba Jahouri, the Georgian international striker, is going to come on to place Javahir Siddiqov. Good shift from him so far. Played an hour on match day 1, and can his influence be replaced by the Georgian? A Dinamo Tbilisi man, well travelled. He's had spells in North Macedonia and Kazakhstan. He comes on with his team firmly in control. It's up behind Jahouri though. That's Barvi half away. Gonzalo Plata. Assad. Goalkeeper's going to come for it. And Martov was confident. Looking for Buneja. And he has offered more of a target in this second half, let it be said. But they need something soon. Stand any chance here, Al Sadd. Here's Plata. Assad. Ecuadorian can't find a way through to goal. 1-2 with Uribe finds Tariq Salman. There's Akram Afif. Montavio's calling for it on the far side. Oh, it's gone all the way through. Is there a finish at the end of it? Plata can't get there. And I think the flag's going up anyway. Yes, it has. Certainly the nearest that the Qatari side have come. But still no dice for Bruno Miguel Pinheiro and co. Almost went all the way through, and in the end it was cleared by Esmeraldov. Plata was hanging on to the end of it. However, it wouldn't have counted. Tariq. Hasbavi. Now Tariq. Mohamed Ward's cross. He would have done well to find Buneja alone in white in the penalty area. And the tone has really fallen flat now. Nasaf know this game is all but won, but can't afford any complacency. And it is finally Al Sadd who are moving this ball around with purpose. Purpose, but without much time. Well, they've had plenty of the ball. Just not in the right areas of the field, but that's a lovely pass by Afif. There's Baghdad Buneja. Picked up by Ward. Now Afif. Caught on his feet momentarily. And he just did too much with it. Forward from Kuki. That's a better ball. Met by Eshmurodov. Stanojevic looking to get across, and Tariq Salman's ball hung in the air dangerously. Kuki unable to challenge for it. Better one, second one's better towards Gonzalo Plata. Just needed a touch, but the only touch it got was the defensive one from Golub Gaibalayev. Baram Abdurakhimov, the attacking midfielder, vastly experienced, is set to come on and shore things up for Nasaf. And if you're going to have a quiet period in the game, make sure it's when you're 3-0 up. Started on match day 1. And he comes on for Marko Stanojevic. Good 70 minutes or so from the Serbian. Very nearly opened the scoring. Foster, brilliant save out of Barshin to tip onto his post at 0-0. That was before Nuraloyev opened what you could start to call the floodgates, really. And there's time for it to get worse for Al Sadd. Searching ball, flicked not in the right direction by Nasrulayev. It will be a corner. Cannot let this slip. It's the sort of lead that feels chasmic when you're behind, but never quite so secure when you lead. A Afif's ball in. Defensive header clear is a good one. It's picked up by Otavio. It's gone all the way across again. Just evades the man at the far post. It was Hasbavi flying in. Just needed some purchase on it. Always nice coming on into a game when your side is 3 goals to the good, isn't it? I can think of certainly worse situations to be introduced in. Abdurakhimov. He could be in again here, and every time that ball comes over the top, it looks threatening, but Bazurov just a couple of yards behind the pace that time. Uribe. It's ahead of Plata. And if they can get to 3-1, it's got half an air of respectability, but Nasaf have not allowed Al Sadd in. It simply hasn't been good enough from the Qatari Stars League side. And it just goes to show the strength of Asian football It's no longer just the sides who've dominated on the international level, produced the best clubs. Nasaf showing that there is plenty of life in Uzbek football. Looking for a second straight qualification for the groups, and Al Sadd there staring at a third straight elimination. That would have been unthinkable once. Need to get this game going though with Nimatov. Turn is from Armonov. He couldn't find Bozorov. Might be a second bite of the cherry for him. This time it's come to Mazgavoy. Gaibalayev forward. Here's Nuraloyev. Jahouri was calling for that down the flank. But there isn't the need to force the issue from Nasaf. Well, the crowd sound like they want more. It's over the head of Jahouri. Headed out by Paolo Ottavio. Here comes Armonov. Ottavio wants that. He's going to do well to con the assistant referee, who was right on top of it. There haven't been many major decisions to make for the referee and his team. Mixture of Iranian and Australian officials. Always nice that video assistant referee hasn't been needed. Let's not speak too soon. Jahouri making a run through the middle. Here's Bozorov. Abdurahimov didn't count on Buneja being right over his shoulder. Found Gaibalayev though. Towards Srod Nuraloyev. And they look leggy now, Al Sadd. Been chasing this game for almost 50 minutes of action. Armonov has dropped deeper after the inclusion of Jabbar Jahouri. Chasing this is Nuraloyev. Oh, he might get in behind. It was a good header in the end from Tariq Salman. Tariq Salman into Hasbavi. He's got all his options in front of him. Ottavio into Afif. I don't think it was a ball that Afif wanted. It was fired into his feet. Here's Wad. Might sneak its way through towards Assad. He's got away from his defender. Here comes Buneja. Can he get this across towards Gonzalo Plata? Well, it was all he could do to keep that ball alive, and he's prevented at least the goal kick. Quarter of an hour, and there has been no sign of revival, truthfully, from the Qatari Stars League side. Here comes Afif. He's found Buneja. A couple of options in the centre, Uribe and Plata namely. Here's Afif. Ottavio looking like he fancies the cross. It's Assad. Trickles straight through to the Nasaf skipper. A gift for Eshmurodov. Jahouri wants a free kick. He's not going to get one. Here's Afif. Running at the defence. Needed to find the thinnest of gaps between the two blue shirts and gets a corner. Can he find a teammate? This to give a bit of a scare to the home side, if nothing more. It's a feast ball. Oh, it was a good one as well. Oh, Kuki, he knows that was the opportunity. And it was right on his head. the tall centre-half. A man of such experience. He's got over a century of caps for Qatar. He's seen balls like that come to him time and time again, but he couldn't angle his header on target. Al Sadd have lost the last 3 away games in this competition. And I strongly suspect that run is going to extend to 4. The last team they beat, Fulad, in April 2.5 years ago nearly. They've won just 2 of their last 11 it will be after this on the road. Both of those as well were in Saudi Arabia. He had to go back even further. One they can call their own, and they've been played off the park this evening. That's it. Accepting the contact from Oyvet Bazorov. He's on a yellow card, Bazorov. He's got to be careful. That would be a blot that the Uzbek side want to avoid. That's his ball. Way too close to Nematov. That's greeted warmly. I don't know if he knew that Boneja was right over his shoulder there. And they might be tempted to put this ball out. Nasaf. Because Azbek Amanov is down. And it depends how much Ali Reza Fagani has seen. If there's anything untoward, the video assistant referee can of course mop it up, but there doesn't look to be too many complaints for the man who's got 2 goals in this game. That's 2 in 3 for him now. That's against Olympic on Thursday. The Uzbekistan Super League just came off second best. Here's Bazorov. Almost dances with the ball at his feet. Plata. Is there anything to bring home for Al Sadd? Now Afif. Here's the Ecuadorian again. Up towards Boneja, but once more it's Eshmurodov who gets the ball clear. Not the best we've seen Nasaf hit them this evening. Johari went for it. Well, they have committed everything to this Nasaf, and maybe that's starting to take its toll now. But Al Sadd don't have to put the ball out here, although it looks like they might. It is up to the referee to decide how serious an injury is and whether it warrants stopping play. But it is a warm night. Just a bout of cramp, or so it would seem. Some compassion shown by Mohamed Wad. We might yet see a change. We've seen 3 so far from Nasaf, but 1 made at half-time, so there is a further stoppage able to be used by them. The trainer has indeed been called on. The home side aren't happy that they're going to be momentarily down to 10. Their star man, who was only down a moment ago, has had to be helped off. He has been the shining light tonight. No question about that. Hope is the briefest of absences. You would expect this ball to go back to Al Sadd, who sportingly put it out. I wonder if it might have been different had the game been closer. Here is Mateus Uribe. Akram Afif. Neda in the middle, so do Kuki, and Kuki's got 1 back. Scant celebration for the visitors. It's a long road ahead. but maybe, just maybe, the most unlikely of resurgences has started with that Boualem Kouki goal. They've saved some face at least, Al Sadd. Their first goal in the competition this season. And Boualem Kouki just drifting away from Nasrallah. Had a quick look across at the assistant referee. But he met that really well. There was conviction in the header. Put on a plate for him by Akram Afif. He timed his run just right. But there's little to suggest from the body language of his teammates that they truly believe there's a chance here in the remaining minutes. I wonder if there might be a little bit of panic in the ranks now. 3-1 is always a commanding lead until you get to the deciding moments, and then it doesn't always feel that way. So we are going to see the end of the road for Azbek Azamov. He has been a standout performer in blue, that is for certain. Bejan Rakhmatov is also getting prepped to come on. And there seems to be some confusion here in the Nasaf ranks. We're still having to wait for Rakhmatov. Not played any League or Champions League football this season. Only 20 years old. He's on for Akmal Mazgavoy. Five minutes for Al Sadd to change this game. Doesn't look likely, does it? But you have to start somewhere. And can Donny or John at Nasrallah increase the threat? But there's another problem. It does seem that the assistant referee has at least seen it. Oh, it was Mohamed Ward who was involved. Went straight in on Nasrallah. What a welcome to play he's had. And the assistant referee, he was staring right at it. I don't think there'll be any further recrimination, or not too much, but no, Akram Afif for what must be, for what must be his part in the discussions afterwards, has received a yellow card and then a red. And just when it looked like the tide might at least be turning, Akram Afif has been sent for the field. And it is a nightmare trip for Al Sadd. He waggles a finger in disagreement, but it's going to make little difference now. Al Sadd will see out this game with 10 players. Well, he was only booked a moment ago. 2 rapid-fire yellow cards. And the Al Sadd winger, his contribution to this game is over. The man who laid on that goal for Boualem Kouki. The chances of that comeback now slim to none. Might there be another for the home side? Oh, lovely ball in. Kouki underneath it. Well delivered by Abdurakhmatov. Oh, that is a rangy one. Surab Nuraliyev is getting more and more daring with his long-range efforts. Don't forget, plenty more action to come your way from the AFC Champions League this match day. Day 1 of 3 of action across the 10 groups. And one of those groups will be led by FC Nasaf. Don't forget to stay with us all the way through to the knockouts in the new calendar year. Final set for 11th and 18th of May over 2 legs. So Urawa Red Diamonds beat Al Hilal in last season's final. The title returning to Japan. That's a tumble that's been suffered by Jahouri. And a painful one, at least, it looked for Jahouri. But the blow will be softened by the digits on the scoreboard, which have favoured Nasaf from around about the half-hour mark. And it never really looked like changing. And Nedja coming forward, and some will question why he didn't start. He's been by far the brightest threat going forward. Maybe his poor showing on that opening match day in the draw with Sharjah counted against him. It was a day to forget. Missed his penalty, missed a glorious chance late on, but it was so different, the pattern of play. Had so many chances to break down the Emiratis, but couldn't find a way through. And here's Jahouri looking to do just that, up against Uribe. He's got support with him. And there was a tumble in the area, and Jahouri looking forlornly at the referee, who gives him a little shrug. And some of the Al Sadd players now look as if they're going through the motions. Others want to get this game restarted. They will believe that as long as this ball is in play, they have an opportunity. And they have an opportunity to get this ball forward, because that was a hack. Rakhmatov, one that Plaza felt the full force of. Well, there won't be any complaints, at least about the score. 8 minutes. Well, it's enough time to get back into the game, that's for sure. But it's enough time to inflate the margin of victory further. It's going to skip out Jahouri up towards Mazorov with the turn. Jahouri forward. Here's Nuraloyev, man who got this all started. Rakhmatov. Belayev. Oh, parried by the goalkeeper, and it might still fall. Oybek Bazorov couldn't get the shot away. That would have been the icing on the cake from goal of Guy Belayev. It's hard to see with 10 men where these all-important goals are going to come from. Here's Gonzalo Plata, but second best to the ball. Tariq Salman. And how long do Al Sadd need to be left if they are to get a second? 2 minutes, 3? You decide. Here's one. Edging forward is Assad. Failed on the edge of the area, but the referee says that Rakhmatov got the ball, and he was well placed. Oh, that's an awkward ball by Salman, and Jahouri was herring after it. Uribe there first. But it was just hopeful. Benedja turning as if to motion just that. Nobody is really going anywhere here at Markazi Stadium. And they want another goal. Abdurrahimov forward. And there are options in the box if they can get this ball over. Falls fortuitously for Tariq Salman. Here's Assad. This ball is going the wrong way for Al Sadd. Forward from Kuki. It's an emphatic clearance by Ashmurodov. it seems, missing the influence of Afif down the left flank. Al-Sadd. Those 2 yellow cards in moments of each other, utterly avoidable, especially the second, which seemed to be for his part in the debate that ensued after the initial challenge he wasn't actually involved in. Up towards Assad. Only falls for Oybek Bozorov. And everything is just going Nasaf's way. Assad have been frustrated at times, but a large swathe of this game, they have been completely played off the park. That was the coming together. Salman, the aggressor. Well, here comes Abdurakhmatov. Chini with Rakhmatov. Oh, lovely ball to the pocket. This could be another. Oh, to the roof of the net. Bahram Abdurakhimov with a chance to cap this off in style. A difficult one at that, though. Just couldn't force this one in. Came into his path, a lovely little touch to get round Hasbavi. But the defensive touch was enough to take it away from the goal of Barshem. Not by a lot. Is there a 4th goal in this for Nasaf? Up towards Guy Belayev. Oh, it's still falling for him. Rakhmatov again. Can they get this ball clear? They're all in there. Jahouri too. Not giving up on this one. Bozorov might have seen the chance to shoot, but it was taken away from him. They couldn't get that ball forward with Mohamed Wad. Moments remaining in added time. Towards Bounedjah from Assad. He's got Boulem Kuki in the box again. We've seen what he can do with his head. He didn't need a ball at knee height. Uribe. This has to go forward now for Al-Sadd. Defensive mode activated by the hosts. Wide forward. Couldn't reach Bounedjah. That's Barbie to try again. Otavio looking for Wad. Here's Tariq. Can he find the cross? Mohamed Wad. This really put a scare on the host, but Neymatov has come. And Neymatov has collected as he's done all night. And with that, surely all hope of a comeback is gone now for Al-Sadd. And the 10 men have got defending to do. It could yet get worse. Here's Bozorov. He's got Nuraloyev in support, but I think he's going to go alone. And now there are all sorts of options forward. Long shot. It was well hit by Nasalayev. There's still a minute on the clock. Nasaf are not done. Nasralayev backwards. Abdurakhimov. Header is a good one from Rakhmatov, but he's lost it in possession. Here comes Baghdad Bounedjah. Forward towards Boulem Kuki. Needs a brick wall called Eshmerodov. Gonzalo Plata. Goes down and he'll at least have the free kick. Clumsy from Bozorov, who is on a yellow card. Might have been flush with panic to see the referee stretching for the pocket, but it is only the vanishing spray. You have seen them given. Maybe a challenge he didn't need to make. This was the effort down the other end. Fired at goal by Doniorjo Nasalayev. Maybe a last chance for Al-Sadd. Here's Gonzalo Plata. Over the head of a shadow try again. Here's Mohamed Wad. On borrowed time now. Forward from Plata. That's it. Nasaf's reign at the top of Group B continues. And they've secured top spot in style as well. And in truth, the game has long been won. A brilliant night for Uzbek football. The two-time champions came here and have been thoroughly dethroned. A masterpiece by Rizikul Berdiyev and his talented side. They've led for over an hour here at Markazi Stadium, and they will go into match day 3 comfortable on their perch. Handshakes and high fives all round, but for Al Sadd, a moment to put together the pieces and reflect on just how far off the pace they were tonight. We've seen far better from Bruno Miguel Pinheiro's men, but they were never truly in that second half. The emotions must be bubbling away inside the long-term coach of this team, Rizikul Berdiyev. In the job for over a decade, there won't have been many nights better than this one, in front of a raucous home crowd who carried them through. They were by far the better side in this one. Nasaf, through a brace from Aminov and from Nuraloyev, have won this one by 3-1.
Avvalambor assalomu alaykum. Rahmat tabriklar uchun. Bugun biz O'zbekiston oldida, qarshilik muxlislar oldida borimizni berib harakat qildik. Bugun bunaqa O'zbekistonni qarshiliklarga bayramlashmoqchi bo'ldik. Allohga shukr, uddasidan chiqdik. Allohga tavakkal qilib chiqdik. Yuzimiz yorug' bo'lsin deb, inshaalloh yuzimiz yorug' bo'ldi.
Jamoalar o'rtasidagi farq nimada deb o'ylaysiz?
Jamoalar biz o'rtasidagi farq, endi bizda xohish ko'proq edi g'alaba uchun. Shuning uchun g'alaba qozondik deb o'ylayman. Shu. Bugungi yana ikkita golimni dadamga bag'ishlayman, o'yinga keluvdi. Shuning uchun rahmat sizlarga.
Halftime score ise Azerbaycanlıları
ishlar. Ikki qolganlar ritilga. Qolganlar ritilga ikki yaxshi. Ritil qolganlar. Yaxshi to'g'ri o'taman. Necha ekan 5 mi? 5 ko'kdan 5. Necha ekan 5 mi? 5 ko'kdan. Necha ekan 5 mi? 5 ko'kdan 5. Ha. Qara. Oh. Qara. Oh. Qara. Oh. To'qqizdan ko'rishlaring kerak. Bo'lmasa tekishlar.
Hammamiz ishlab yotibmiz mana.